Hi everyone, it's Mr. Allan, your science teacher. Today we'll be treating the topic variation. I hope this learning session brings you lots of excitement learning. A quick look at the words for today. We're learning to investigate variety around us. What I'm looking for is to identify and explain variety around us. This leads us to the question, what is variation? Can I hear you echo that? What is variation? Good job. Alright, having said that, what is variation? Variation is simply the differences that exist among organisms of the same species in a given population at a given time. Now, those differences you spot between two or more organisms, be it plants or animals, simply refers to their variation. And the word variation stems from the word variety, and variety simply refers to differences. So let's look at differences that exist amongst given population. Now look at this picture. These dogs are of the same species. They are all dogs, but they possess different body color, eye shape, nose shape, or mouth shape. As you can see here, this is brown, this is black, and this is even darker. And this gives a difference among them. And with that, you can use it to identify or spot the difference when the need arises. Now, another picture of some species of dogs. You can see the different fur color, different patches on their fur. Like this has a black patch on its white fur, and this has a white patch on its black fur, and so on and so forth. So these are simply some differences that exist among species. This helps us to tell one organism from another and even go as long as studying their behavior and their characters. Also, this is a picture of a species of bird. They all possess different sizes and shapes of beaks. Another for beak is called a bill, B-I-L-L, bill. So if you don't call it bill, you can call it beak. Now what I'm trying to say here is the variation that exists among species of birds is that they have different sizes and shape of the beak. In this case, this has a curved upper beak and a lower beak, which is reduced under it. This one has a long beak, but both of them are the same. Both the upper and the lower beak. This particular one has a thicker and a longer upper beak than the lower beak. This one has the upper beak is just slightly longer than the lower beak. So these are differences that can be used to differentiate between these species of birds. So with the animal variation on the next slide, animals vary from one another as they have different features, which I just emphasized earlier on. Animals can be divided into smaller groups that shows how they vary. So as we go into different populations of animals from any species of plants or animals, you will see a lot of differences that can be used to differentiate them and classify them into their various groups. Now this is another picture showing a species of rabbits, and they're all different in sizes. You have the small rabbit here, the medium-sized rabbit, the large rabbit, but they all exist in the same habitat or ecosystem, but they are different in terms of size and probably behavior and other processes. And let's go to the next slide. Now, variation within a species can either be genetic or environmental. That is to say, by genetic we mean traits that are passed from parents to their young ones or offspring, and by environmental we mean those effects that the environment causes on our growth and development over time due to exposure. So if you look at this picture, we have a very tall man, and you can call him a gigantic man, and we use the term gigantism to refer to this condition in science. While this man here is also a mature man, but he's dwarfed, and we use the word or term dwarfism to relate to this term or condition. So in this case, the gene that was passed from his parents affected his growth rate, and he had a stunted growth. And it could also be due to some environmental factors, maybe due to the kind of food he eats, the weather conditions